There we go. Got the jaw mounted back on it. Okay. When we last visited our characters, George here had just had the Lexan plate drilled for the 2 screws to go through off the bracket. They're off the swivel joint. And you see it there. Okay, so you see full range of motion, nod, rotate, spins around actually pretty easy, and tilt. So tilt left, right, side to side. So that would be the 3rd servo that would go over on this side. And that would go into the very end there, how Halloween Bob has got his. But I'm just going to do 2-axis now, so it'll be the servo back here to make the head, make it nod, and the one over here on this side will make it rotate. So it'll go left, right. Again, spins around actually pretty easy. Whee! And him too. Okay, so anyway, so I've got those. Take it out of my bench there, and you see underneath how the bracket goes in. Okay, so that's why you see I had to cut pretty deep on either side to allow clearance for the bracket. Alright, so that goes on like that. Alright, so that's about it for actually cutting the skulls for the large hole for the bracket here, and getting the plate mounted. The next hardest thing was taking each of the Lexan plates that I had cut. I've cut about 12 of them. Finished up these 6 here, actually total of 7, including these 2 characters over here. Took a Lexan plate, 2 4x4 foot section, I think is what I had got from Home Depot. The plates here from Jim Ghost, from the gentleman there, took and just transferred the pattern over onto the rest of here, the rest of the big sheet of plexiglass that I had. The only problem was that these are pretty much for Bucky's and not for Lindberg's. So I had to take them, trim them down just a little bit to get them fit in the Lindberg's. As you see, pretty much they are the cutouts for each of the servos is just transferred onto the film on the here on the other plates. Drilled holes, and then took my saber saw, or the electric jigsaw, and cut the holes in there. So you see them there, as pretty and beautiful as they are. Actually, they're pretty rough, but the servos fit in them. Once the servo goes in, then I'll measure or mark 2 holes for the mounting ears, drill those, and small screws, those little servo screws, will go in to hold them onto the plate. So I've got each of those marked off the original, and you see I drilled holes to use as the starting holes for the jigsaw to go in there and cut each one around. So I've got a bunch of these marked, and that's the next thing I'll do is cut the 2 or 3 remaining ones that I've got here. Alright, as you've seen in Halloween Bob's pictures and his videos, servos are mounted upside down, and the arms will go over here to little metal arms I haven't cut yet for mine to go in between these nuts, and then the servo arms will pull on those to make it nod, rotate, and eventually tilt. So that's pretty much it. Got my guys here ready to yak it up and say goodnight, boys. Good night, boys. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. They're just a bunch of deadheads.